Marking the completion of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, the Niger State Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment (AGILE), in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education and other development partners, have embarked on a roadwork sensitization in a bid to amplify the message for the need to eradicate gender-based violence among the public. The work, which commenced from Obasanjo Complex in the early hours of Tuesday, terminated at the AA Kure Market in Minna, with participants also engaging in aerobic exercise to promote social and healthy living among families. While deliberating on the essence of the event, heads of various participating organizations, including the project coordinator Agile Hajia Memona Ibrahim Tahir, represented by a staff of the ministry Zainab Qasim, have re-echoed the need for collaborative effort towards ending gender-based violence.
As we conclude the 16 days of activism to end gender-based violence, I want to express my deepest appreciation to all the individuals, organizations, and communities who have joined forces to raise awareness and demand action to end this scourge. Together, we have amplified the voices of survivors, challenged perpetrators, and pushed for policies and practices that promote gender equality and justice. As we move forward, let us continue to stand in solidarity with survivors and advocates and work tirelessly to create a world where everyone can live free from fear, violence, and discrimination. Thank you for your commitment to ending gender-based violence. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you all.
In the same vein, through collaboration with AGILE, the Federal Ministry of Education, the Niger State Ministry of Basic Education, and the Sultan Foundation also put together a conference with traditional and religious leaders on significance of girls' education in the north-central geopolitical zone of the country, which held in Minna, the Niger State capital. The conference brought together many important dignitaries from across the north-central states, led by the Sultan of Sokoto, His Eminence Alhaji Sa'ad Abubakar, who also led the discussion on importance of girl-child education.
My comments are not many, because I have spoken positively about this program in Kaduna when we did the Northwest Geopolitical Zone program. I was there, so were so many leaders, religious leaders, national leaders from the Northwest, and we spoke a lot, all very positively. The last time we had a couple of days for the Northeast in Bauchi, Alhamdulillah, I was there. And today, as it pleases Almighty Allah, we are here in Minna, the power state, to do the same program that we did in the first two geopolitical zones of the north. And I'd like to thank Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala once more for bringing us. So my comments in Kaduna and Bauchi suffice, because to repeat them here will sound like a broken record. And I want to thank all of you who turned out to be part of this program. When we first came in, the senior MC approached me and said, there's a competition. I said, of what? Say, Niger said they would beat what Bauchi did in organizing this program. Because when I saw the big hall here and others, I said, well, I will not judge whether Niger is better than Bauchi or better than Kaduna. I will allow independent people to tell us whether the organization in Minna today is much better than the one in Bauchi and better than the one in Kaduna. But the good thing is that we are all very happy to take part in this. That's a very good thing. The governor is here. I know the governor and the First Lady have other programs, but to show the importance of this program, to show the commitment they have, because it involves education of our children and grandchildren. They are physically here. And that's why we have to amend the program, because I did the amendment so as to allow the First Lady and the Governor himself to leave after the investiture of the First Lady, as we did in Bauchi. We did the investiture of the First Lady of Bauchi State as the focal person for this agile in the whole of Northeast. Today, we will do so for the First Lady of Niger State as the focal person for the North Central State. Because we have looked and seen the work all of you are doing. Not that others are not doing any work, they are. But you have to take somebody who is much more committed and more focused to do the things we believe should be done. And so, Your Excellency, you are the lucky person today. And because you have a special name, I didn't even know that we are going to do the investiture today. But I believe this investiture will strengthen you to do much more. So we'll focus our cameras and binoculars and whatever towards what you are doing to see positive things coming out from North Central through you. And of course through His Excellency, the former governor. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate all of the state paraphernalia of office, from the deputy governor to the FSG to the chief of staff to the governor, and of course, the Honorable Commissioner for Education, whom you have seen, having been a little bit challenged, but she was able to come up here, climb the stage, and also delivered a very welcoming address, which I believe we must all work with. And that's why I don't want to speak anymore, because all what I'm supposed to say must have been said in Kaduna, in Bauchi, and here today by the Commissioner for Education and all of this, and we'll hear more. So with these remarks, I would like to thank the Governor once more for hosting us. I would like to thank all our brothers and sisters who are here, especially the religious and traditional leaders from the North Central State who came from various places for this program. Without me sitting down, without me being an MC, I would like to, I think as we agreed, to carry out the investiture of the First Lady. Yes, sir. So I will do the MC and call on the First Lady to come up. And I think the coordinator will also come and tell us what exactly we'll do the investiture. Then we'll allow the First Lady to make her own remarks after receiving the investiture.
The Minister of Education, Olatunji Alosa, represented by the Director in the Ministry, who is also the Principal of Federal Government College Minna, Suraju Derdau, emphasized on the role of traditional and religious leaders to amplify the message down to the grassroots so as to have an improvement for girl child enrollment in education.
As you are aware, traditional leaders have crucial roles to play in promoting education in our communities, owing to their authority and proximity to the people, and their primary mandate to preserve customs and traditions derived from their constitutions. Traditional and religious leaders can raise awareness and promote advocacy in their various domains about the importance of education.
Addressing the gathering, the Niger State Governor Farmer Umaru Mohammed Bago commends the organizers while assuring Agile of his commitment to promoting the values of education in all ramifications.
I want to assure Agile that by intended with your vision and have taken. In fact, you got it all because I didn't recognize my wife, because at this point she's not my wife, she is just the Agile ambassador. So giving her this prestigious recognition has made it easier for me and for my team. I can reassure you that we're going to lead every state. Without much ado, I can tell you we are very bullish as a state. We want to march Agile gives us $10 million, we'll match $10 million. This is how we want to take it, so that we can be able to attend to more girl-child need across the state.
Earlier in her welcome remark, the Niger State Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Dr. Hadiza Asabe, expressed confidence that the conference will yield positive results in addressing challenges of education in the North Central Zone.
This conference provides a platform to discuss the critical role of traditional and religious leaders in promoting girls' education. Your influence and authority can inspire parents and communities to prioritize education of their daughters. I urge you all to actively participate in the discussions and deliberate on this conference.
The National Project Coordinator Agile, Amina Buba Haruna, while presenting an overview of the project, explained that the objective is to improve adolescent girls in secondary schools so as to become useful to the society.
From the community where these girls, and thus after the junior secondary school, that will be the end of the school. And Agile said, no, we have to provide this. So transition will be easier for these adolescent girls from one level to the other.
Responding after her investiture by the Sultan of Sokoto as an ambassador of girls' education in the North Central Zone, Her Excellency wife of the Niger State Governor Hajia Fatima Umar Bago speaks on her motivation to promoting the girl child education.
The theme of this conference, overcoming social and cultural norms on girls' education, is both timely and important. I want to sincerely thank His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, and our traditional and religious leaders for their unwavering commitment to breaking barriers and opening doors to our girls. Your voices are powerful tools for change, and your leadership in this effort is invaluable. I also want to express my deepest gratitude to my dearest husband, Governor Muhammad Umar Bago, for his consistent support and dedication to creating opportunities for women and girls to excel in Niger State. Your vision continues to inspire me to work harder towards empowering our daughters and ensuring they have access to quality education.
In their separate goodwill messages, other stakeholders at the gathering also acknowledges that the conference will serve as catalyst to improve girls' education in the North Central states.
In fact, it was due to high demand from parents that we had to introduce boys. That showed how Form 1 is committed to girls' education. Therefore, we are one of the foremost supporters of this program, and we'll do our best to ensure that we support the girls' child education. And I also want to congratulate the state coordinator, because Agile Project is a household name in Niger State. They have done a very vigorous advocacy and campaign, and we hope we'll have a greater result, inshallah. Congratulations, and we wish everyone that comes here a very safe journey back home. Thank you.
The conference also engages the traditional religious leaders in a panel discussion highlighting numerous challenges confronting the girl child education from both perspectives, with a view to providing workable solutions as captured in the communique presented at the end of the gathering. The Niger State Project Coordinator Agile, Hajia Memuna Ibrahim Tahir, appreciates all participants from far and near for committing to the success of the gathering.
What Agile is doing, even for creating this Agile, is to ensure that girls are enrolled in school. We want to make sure that we reduce the out-of-school girls on the street, to bring them into the school, to give them a quality environment whereby they will be able to learn. That's the conducive learning environment, making sure that the classrooms are there, making sure there is wash facilities, water, sanitation and hygiene, and also to ensure that not only getting that, but also getting the quality of teaching and learning to ensure that they are properly educated. Now, on doing all this, we are also looking at to see how we can look at the poorest household, giving them financial incentive for these girls. And you can see during my presentation, we have reviewed our payment for this on registration, on enrollment. There's certain amount that we have reviewed, 10,000 from 10,000 to 15,000, now to 25,000. This will go a lot, and it will stop this girl going roaming the street, selling granite or kola nut. For goodness sake, how many people are eating granite? How many people are will be eating kola nut? So the federal government is under the Federal Ministry of Education, with our able leader, our honorable minister, is trying to do is to ensure that these girls are enrolled, retained, and ensure that they complete their secondary school education. And that's why you see, if there's an existence of primary school, we'll build a junior secondary school, and where there's a junior secondary school, will be a senior secondary school, so that transition from one level to the other will be easier for the adolescent girls.
As our governor already mentioned, is ever ready to meet whatever the actual and federal government is implementing in this program. You will put equal amount so that you will see the progress of the girls' education in the state. Already a step ahead what Adal is doing, and with the crown of his wife as the ambassador of the North Central, it has given me a headway so that he will see the success of this program. It's ever ready to assist the girl child and see that she becomes something in life.